Welcome to the Spy Collection. I'm Anastasios, and in this episode we'll have a closer look at something we briefly showed in Tradecraft Sunday episode 8. At some point in this episode, we showed this. That was a jacket that former US Navy spy Clint Emerson had donated to the International Spy Museum located in Washington, D.C. In summary, Clint Emerson is a retired Navy SEAL who later worked for the NSA and afterwards joined the most elite spy unit of Naval Special Warfare, the TAG Devron's Black Squadron, basically the spies of SEAL Team 6. In 2018, he donated this modified jacket that he was using for CMOE operations overseas. The jacket had all sorts of concealed pockets for different covert entry tools, but while looking at the International Spy Museum's photo archive, we also noticed this. What you see there is our today's artifact, this lockpicking set. It's also on display in that jacket, here. This is not your everyday lockpicking set, despite what it looks like. Let's start with its manufacturer, TAG 5 Industries. This company was established in approximately 2010 by a true master of this craft, Russell Davies. Russell Davies is an Australian national who since 1985 was working as a locksmith. In 1995 he joined the Western Australian Police, assigned to the TSU, the Technical Support Unit, which was dedicated to covert operations. As he says, "I have personally carried out over thousands of entries of houses, factories, office buildings and vehicles. My extensive experience in security systems developed over many years enabled me to bypass most alarms, locks, and develop tools to carry out such activities." Afterwards, he joined Australia's primary spy agency, ASIO, where he continued his journey in the Covert Methods of Entry world. And yes, an expert of this caliber is who is behind this lockpick set, known as the Scorpion. That by itself could justify why SEAL Team 6 Black Squadron operative Clint Emerson had it in his kit, but there is more to it, especially on its unique design and practicality for covert entry operations. The name of the kit is inspired by this highly unusual angle for the lockpicks, since traditionally they are straight. The issue with a commonly used straight lockpick design, though, is that they require you to have your hands straight, meaning that to open a lock, you'll most likely have to kneel down. Definitely something that could draw unwanted attention in an operational environment. However, with this shape, you can hide almost the entire lockpick in your hand and perform the lockpicking from a standing position, which for any observer wouldn't look that suspicious. It might look as someone is taking a few more seconds to open their door, but not much beyond that. Because of this design, the lockpicks can also be constructed by more robust materials, making them better suited for the harsh environment of real-world covert entry operations. To learn to pick a lock using them requires some practice, since it's an entirely different grip and angle than the most commonly used lockpicks, but the overall design and execution is quite remarkable. Here is an example of how picking a lock using them looks like. And in case you are curious, in the pouch, we also have a series of tension bars, as well as a replacement kit for these lockpicks, where you only have to install the handle, and there is enough room for any additional equipment you might want to have with you. Another significant advantage is that those are commercially available. This means that even if captured, it would be easier to justify than a tailor-made set from a spy agency. The detainee could pretend to be a criminal, lockpicking enthusiast, or anything else. That's a worst-case scenario that no operative would ever want to end up into, but still better than getting caught with spy gadgets that can be traced back to a spy agency. Despite lockpicking being such a popular hobby worldwide, here we've seen how covert entry isn't the same thing. There are many small nuances that make a huge difference, and Scorpion is a practical example of that, showing us why nothing's as it seems.